chat right now. We got
different. So there's a lot of sound, there's a lot of noise.
Why is everybody in slow motion?
Without further ado, let's bring on Chris. Further ado. Without further ado, without further ado, let's bring on Lori.
Hello.
Happy Black Friday.
Yeah, welcome everyone.
I don't like how far away you are from me, man. You gotta go like that.
There we go. It's a little
better?
closer. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Black Friday.
Yeah.
Happy holiday weekend. Big weekend in the U.S.
Happy. It's almost December, which means everybody kind of relaxes, and it seems like it's that September, October, November, just like it's work mode, right?
That's
like
right.
You got to finish the year strong, and then we hit December, and I mean, at least in Canada, you can't get anywhere fast because the snow is here.
Yeah,
we've had 2 mornings in a row with snow on the ground.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah,
December is like Friday afternoon at work. You know what I mean? It's like, the weekend is just around the corner. You come in, you're not like, starting your latest project on a Friday afternoon. You're typically wrapping
things up.
Exactly. Catching up with people, asking what they're doing on the weekend, such as the holidays in this case, So, looking forward to, nursing some plants during the holidays.
Yeah. We have an early question. H, you want to take that one?
Is the huge sale true? Oh, yeah. The huge sale is true, guys. We're only doing a very small announcement for our email subscribers. And here on the live, we mentioned it last week. If you guys need some BudTrainer gear, you can go on our website. We have some products at 20% off, some products at 40% off the Bud Pots. We're clearing them out to make room for the new Bud Pots in 2025. We're renewing the packaging and changing the product just slightly in the coloring. And with that said, we're doing a clearance plus Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale weekend here. If you guys haven't yet, head on over to BudTrainer.com and you're going to get our products at the lowest price they've ever been. Yeah, we've never done a sale this aggressive here before. And we're excited because the community wanted it and we wanted to make sure to do it. And it just coincided really good with the clearance sale that we had to do for these Bud Pots.
Not only that, but it coincides well with our fulfillment center's cutoff date for Christmas deliveries.
That's true, too.
So if you order before, I think,
December 11th?
December 11th, it needs to be in the system already.
Right.
So like if you order on the 9th
before.
or the 8th, you're probably going to get your stuff by Christmas. We can almost guarantee that from what they said, although I don't trust couriers as far as I can throw their trucks. So.
But if you want the Black Friday, Cyber Monday deal, it's only up until Monday at midnight. So go on over to BudTrainer.com. You just add the products to your cart and the discounts are automatically applied at checkout.
Yeah, some heavy discounts on the Bud Pots, guys.
Yeah.
I've been using my same Bud Pots since we started, and they're not they're value driven, right? They're not cheap pots. They're expensive, but you get the value relative to some of the other options, and they last forever, right? So treat yourself to something that you're going to have in your toolkit for years.
That's right.
And if you're going to be our lucky winner tonight, normally I don't send the prize out till the following week because I like to take a little break from my computer when I can on the weekends. But I will promise you, I'll get your gift card to you probably by tomorrow so that you can cash in on that sale.
Yeah, and on that note too, on the Bud Pots last, we just got a message from an influencer that helped us in the very beginning, Green Thumb Rex, shout out if you're watching there. And he sent a picture being like, oh, look, firing up my tent again with the Bud Pots from like 4 years ago. So it's cool to see that's happening. I will be sending him some of our Bud Cups as well because he was one of those super early supporters of BudTrainer that really helped us get us in them out there. So shout out to Green Thumb Rex for using your products for 4 years. So it was cool to see those.
Is that headphone a little uncomfortable? It's the opposite side that you put it in. So there you go. That'll help. Anyways, just want to make sure you're nice and comfy. Yeah. But yeah, guys, fun weekend. I'm sure there's lots of other sales going on too. So stock up now and do yourself a favor for when you pop in seeds next. And speaking of seeds, cool announcement with Seedsman this week. Troy made a post for us about our new collaboration. So our products are now going to be available on the Seedsman website. I think they're actually doing a Black Friday sale on our gear as well. If you're looking to get seeds and our stuff, save on the shipping, and you can get them directly from seedsman.com.
Right now, bud cups and bud clips, the bud
Yeah.
huggers and bud pots will be next year. They're getting the 2025 gear that we're releasing, which is why we're doing the clearance sale now. But if you want bud cups and bud clips, get your seeds all together in one order. You can go to Seedsman, and we're super excited to be in this collaboration partnership with them.
Yeah. So enough talk about products. Let's talk about what's going on with BudTrainer, your plants.
That's
we're
right.
going to Vegas next week for MJ BizCon, so that's going to be super exciting. As always, if you're a fan of the show, you know the second half of the show, we bring on our friends or our Growin Buds, maybe you would say, to show off their tents, ask H some questions. H is a graduate from the Niagara College commercial cannabis program.
That's right.
So very knowledgeable guy.
Don't be shy, guys. Come on over, share your screen with us. Kurt's going to share a link that you're going to be able to click or copy into your browser. And there's also going to be a QR code. If you have a computer, you can use your phone. But give us a tour of your plants. This is the coolest part of this show here toward the second half, where we get to see people's plants that have been either showing those plants every 2 weeks so we can see some progress, or people who just come in to troubleshoot what's wrong with their plants. And if you just want to show off some really big buds and plants that you're proud of, everybody's here to give you props as well. So if you're new to this, make sure that you stick around to the end and join us with the sharing link.
Yeah, and the giveaway that we spoke about earlier will be done in the middle of that segment there. So we've got a tent check-in with H's tent, and then the grow along.
That's right.
Will be the next thing we do.
Not too much going on in the tents as of now. There's only 2 of my tents with plants right now. I'm getting some seedlings started, trying to get a seedling started every month so that there's always a plant at a different stage. But in the meanwhile, we're going to do a quick plant check-in, and I'm going to be bringing the grow along plant. If you have started this with us, I'm curious to see where your plants are. Please come on as well to the live to show us the grow along plant that you've been doing so that we can see where you are. Today, we're going to be doing the first stage of training with the bud clips on our seedling.
Cool.
Or veg plant already. It's past the seedling.
Yeah.
All right, guys, going to skip straight to my 2x4 here because there's nothing in the 2x2. And what we have here is that Alaskan do-si-do. Now, I'm going to say the shape of the plant looks really nice. The buds are thickening up. But unfortunately, there's not as much trichomes to the sugar leaves around as I like to see. The buds themselves are filling up really nicely, but because there's so many of these foxtails, what I'm thinking about doing is potentially just extracting this whole plant here. As you can see, look at how many of those foxtails there are, right? And the foxtails, they're not necessarily great for smoking because you end up having a lot of branch, on your bud. But when you extract it, it's good because it's exposing all of those trichomes with these little bracts here, which are the tiny little bulbs full of trichomes, right? So if you see here, look at the size of this foxtail in particular here. It's almost like one full little branch coming out of this bud, right? So this here is going to go well in the screen because it's going to expose all of these little trichomes. Look at how fluffy these buds are, right? If we dry this here, it's going to get so fluffy. It might not create the best smoking experiences. So definitely going to end up extracting this one here. I'm hoping to get at least a couple of ounces of some hash with this one. Let's see if we can accomplish that. And the training structure here is looking great. That's the thing. It's just nice and clear at the bottom, full of buds at the top. And we got another 2 weeks or so to go on this one. We'll harvest this as soon as we come back from MJ BizCon. And then what we have here is our grow along plant, which we're going to be training right after this with the bud clips. And we also have Kurtz's mother plant that he just did a heavy defoliation, exposing those growth sites to make sure that he can take those clones before we leave for MJ BizCon next week. And that's about it for my update today, guys. I'll see you back. That was a really quick one. That's the thing. I don't have all of the tents full yet. I just started a new seedling that hasn't popped. Next time when we do this update, we're going to see it. And until then, we'll keep going with this grow along plant here that we have to do some bud clips training.
And here we are with the bud clips training. Guys, this plant here is, well, I didn't write it down, but how many weeks old now? 6.
You're asking the wrong guy.
Well, we transplanted it on week 3. We topped it on week 4. No, so this is week 5. Yeah. So not week 6 yet. So it's been 1 week since we topped it. And I'm going to get it a little closer here. What we can see are those top little branches there after the topping, which are already about a couple of inches long. So what we're going to do here is we're going to be doing the mainline training with the bud clips. However, the main stalk on this plant here is super thick already, much thicker than they usually are by week 5. So let me see if this is not going to be a little too aggressive here. We don't want to break these branches, right? And I'm feeling like it might actually work. So I'm going to put the bud clip on the main stem. I'm going to move this fan leaf off to the side, and I'm going to put the branch just under it. I think we should be okay. There we go. And then let's see the other one. The other one is definitely a little bit hardier, so we've got to be careful here. I'm going to put the fan leaf out of the way. I'm going to come here, do a little bit of massaging back and forth on the branch, just like this. Make sure that before we put it under the other arm of the bud clip, we're not breaking anything and doing, super cropping instead. So I'm just going to be very gently putting that branch under the bud clips. And now we have here a nice little main line split. So as we can see there, we've got the 2 bud clips with those 2 branches interlocked with one another. Now I'm going to make sure that they're nicely snug in there. Now these ones here, I'm going to have to remove them after about a week because the main stalk is already really thick and we don't want to strangle anything. So I'm going to get the other bud clips now and put them on the second node. Now the internodal spacing on this plant here is super
tight,
close.
yeah.
I might not even be able to, guys. I'm going to have to wait a couple more days because the second branches here are a little bit too short still. So I'm going to leave them. And the thing is, the branches below on those nodes below are not growing super tall, which is not ideal because they're not really making it through the canopy. We have these ones here that are doing well. And then we have the bottom ones that are really hidden in the bottom. So we're going to let them grow for another few days, but we might have to remove the bottom node here just because the branches didn't really catch up to the top. However, when you train the top branches like this, it does slow them down a little bit compared to the bottom ones. So the bottom branches have a chance to come and catch up. So what we're going to do here now is we're going to leave this plant for another week. And then next week, we're going to be at MJ BizCon. But in a couple of weeks, when we come back, you're going to see that these branches here are much, much larger already. So that will be it for today here. She is growing very healthy. These leaves are bigger than my hands. And the stalk structure is really thick, which means that the plant is eating all of those nutrients that it needs. That's it for our grow along, guys. I'd love to see some of the plants that you guys have shown us already with the grow along so that we can have a look at where you're at.
All right. We'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, we're back. It's kind of I don't know. We thought we'd have more to do with those plants today. Even my mother plant, it's so thick that you can barely train it right now on the main stalks, not the new shoots per se, but the main stalks. You really don't want to touch those.
I know. Yeah, I thought that there would be more here today as well, but this plant grew more in thickness than it grew in size. I think the light is not strong because there's no light burn, but the Athena veg nutrients that are going in there, they are very strong. And the nitrogen is clearly working because the leaves are massive. The stalk structure is massive, so there's a lot of calcium and magnesium in there. And yeah, the plants are thriving. But in a couple of days, that's going to be the perfect day to train. I was actually a little bit afraid of doing the bud clips today. I had to be very cautious there because the branches are too thick. But in 4 days, I'm going to take those bud clips off, put them up on the branch, and train those lower branches a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, it's important to remember the principles behind the training rather than sticking to like a script that you do every time the same way, right? So the goal is to have an even canopy, you know, as much as you can. So sometimes that means that you don't train the lower branches at all to give them a chance to catch back up.
Yeah, if you have lower branches, especially because we're leaving 4 nodes behind. We top above the 5th, we remove the first node, and then there's 4 nodes left. Now 8 branches, which is 2 branches per node. Sometimes those bottom branches, they just don't catch up to the top. Sometimes it works beautiful where the bottom branches, they grow tall, and then the second one is a little bit less tall, and then everything evens out at the same level. However, some plants, they grow all branches the same height, and then the top branches, they definitely get a lot more exposure to light versus the bottom branches, which is why they just stay small like that. And it's better to remove them than to leave them. Now, I'm going to leave them for another few days, but by the time I come back to retrain this plant in 3 to 4 days, I will probably be removing that first node if it hasn't caught up to the top yet. And I think that that's partly because those big fan leaves are creating a lot of shade over there, right? So the fact that they grew so fast and so large, it shaded those bottom branches.
You need the under canopy lighting already.
Exactly, yeah. I need some lights to attach to the sides of the bud pots or something like that. So.
Yeah, very cool. Well, guys, we're a little bit early to it, but we have, you know, our second part of the show here, which is where you come on. So I put the link up a few places. We got Fireman Sam already back in the studio here in the backstage. So we hope we'll bring him on shortly. Anything else you want to touch on?
No, guys. Yeah. And while we're checking out Fireman Sam's plants here, you guys can come in the background with this link too. And we're here for you guys, you know, guys. So if there aren't many people that want, I know, to show their plants, to ask questions, to use this kind of like it's your office hours where you have access to ask any questions to the community, to ourselves. And but if there isn't much to do, then we head on off to our weekends. But with
or
that
to
said,
talk about football and video games.
Yeah, I know. I don't. Then I'll head off to my weekends.
You can start cleaning up early, and I'll talk about how the second game yesterday turned out to be pretty exciting.
That's right.
Fireman Sam, looking beautiful, so we're gonna bring you on.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Lock off.
Yeah,
It's been a little while. 2 seconds.
Yeah. No worries.
There we go.
Beautiful. Look at that. That's a big update. Those
Yeah, so I was about to
buds are
say, it's been a
looking
couple
fat.
of weeks. And I haven't really actually done a lot to this either. Since,
That's the
like,
weird thing
basically,
about flowers. You don't have a lot of work to do, but that's when all the magic happens, right? You've already done the work.
I was about to say, everyone knows what the size of one of these are. It's just basically the size of, like,
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's nice. That
and the
definitely
thing
helps.
is, I can't get over to some of them back ones. They're exactly the same. Which these are strawberry marker, cross, and double rainbow.
Right on.
This was my
Wow.
pheno hunt. I've had to put in some fishing line to hold up these because they just flopped over because of where they got so heavy.
That'll happen.
It's a good problem to have.
I was about to say they're coming down actually tomorrow.
Oh wow, nice. And what is that, a 4x8 tent?
8x4, yeah.
Okay, right on. Nice.
And then I've had to move all the stuff that was in veg into the 4x4 now. And that sort of exploded a bit now.
So,
They're getting,
trimmer for
I was
all
about to
that,
say,
or-
they're getting taken down a bit tomorrow because of they're like touching the light nearly.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
these are going to go over to the 8x4 once I've given it a like clean down. Because the mega pots will be coming out, which to clean all them. Which I did notice a minute ago when I just opened the tent. I forgot to water that one yesterday.
Oh no. Yeah, they'll tell
She's
you
a little
that
bit
when-
droopy. Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah.
they tell you that.
Yeah. So you're hand
But-
watering all of these still, right?
Yeah, so I was about to say these are about to have a 4-pot mega pot system put into here as well, which is the same as this side here, which is the pots, and me being a lazy grower, leaving my leaves on the floor because I've been picking off for the past 2 days because of where I'm about to chop down.
Well, when you're in a perpetual grow like you, I can understand cutting some corners when you feel like it.
And I'm in the middle of potting up as well tonight because of these 4 are the OG cross, well, the OG Kush cross, OG Hellraiser cross the Rainbow Belts, which I'm entering into the Spanibus competition this year because I'm going out to Spanibus this year.
Oh, nice! It's a great time. We went a couple years ago.
Are you actually coming out this year, or?
Maybe, but
We haven't planned it yet, so I'm going to lean towards probably no. 'Cause it's in
Yeah.
March, right?
it's in March.
I was about to say,
like,
yeah, it's in March.
if we do, it's going to be one of those last minute trips, you know. But because
Yeah.
we're going to MJ BizCon now as well, and it's a big
I was
one.
about to say, you've got
Spinning
plenty
this-
over that side of the world.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'll be a new experience for us too. And then, hopefully the next time we're at Spanibus, we have a booth maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of,
we
but-
had a lot of fun the first time around Barcelona. It's so good.
Yeah,
In
the
the
giveaways
actual-
there are great too.
Bright tent is tonight about to be bucked off as well and get trimmed up is the blood diamonds that was in the 4x4.
Oh, right on. How many
So,
days
yeah,
has it
this-
been drying?
This has been drying 9 days. Unfortunately, the humidity over here, because of we've had cold temperatures, so the humidity dropped like a mofo. And I had the AC Infinity humidifier in there. But unfortunately, I didn't realise that in the app it didn't tell me, because I didn't see it, that it was empty for about 3 days. And everything dried out really, really quickly, unfortunately. Hence why I'm going to shut this up again.
Well, you know what? It's like sometimes
It's-
drying quickly sucks, but it's better than drying too slow and getting mold on it. You know, like
Yeah, I was about to say, that's the other issue, is if you have the other way, is the mold issue.
Exactly.
And that's something you don't want.
No, for sure. And like in the studio here, whenever I dry plants, because the humidity, like there's tents in here, there's a dehumidifier that's pulling the air, and there's another fan that pulls the air out of the room, but it's still a lot of humidity. So when I harvest, I set it to 40% on the dehumidifier just to make sure that those first 2 days there's no mold setting. Then 45, 50, 55, and then after 5 days it's at 55 to 60%, and it goes into that curing process almost naturally.
Yeah. That's the thing, I've been trying to hold it around about the 60-60, because where we've had the cold temperatures, it was only because of the dehu for the past couple of days, which I didn't notice.
No,
By
right
the
on.
humidifier, I mean.
Yeah, no, but the plants are looking they're looking awesome from the last time where they were just getting prepped for like into the flowering stage. To
Do you remember the last time you came on, so we can send people to that one maybe to see?
Maybe
I think that was about 3 weeks ago.
3 to 4.
Yeah, 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah, it was about 3 to 4 weeks ago when I came on last.
That's right. Yeah.
Very cool.
No,
Well,
good
thanks for
stuff.
coming back with the update, man. It looks great. Obviously, again,
I better say, I've been very busy, unfortunately, hence why I
Yeah.
haven't been able to get on a Friday evening. Plus, as well, the clock changes that we had over here.
yeah, I guess it's pretty late for you over there, but
Yeah,
no,
right.
and
Well, it's actually only 9:30 here. It's when I go on to Garden Cultivation Network later on at about 2 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, H likes to be in bed by what 9?
9 to 10.
He'd already
10 is too late.
yeah, he'd already be in bed if he were you.
Early to bed, early to rise.
Yeah, I plan to do most of my major gardening work always on a Friday night, so
Right on. Yeah. Good
Cool.
stuff.
Well, thanks for coming on.
Good luck with the chop
thank
day tomorrow this weekend.
And
and I'll try and give you another update next week.
Excellent.
Because I'll be
Looking
putting
forward
the
to it.
scrog net. I was about to say I'll be putting the scrog net in and losing all the other plants in here and just having the 4 in here.
Beauty. Alrighty.
Cool. All right.
Have a
See you
great
later.
one.
We have a question about Amazon H. If you want to, asking if we have a
Amazon.
discount on Amazon.
Amazon, no. Amazon, I believe there could be a 20% discount. I'm not 100% sure that the Amazon is working. Go on Amazon, go on BudTrainer store. If the discounts are there, they're going to be working already. But if not, the website is where you can get the biggest discounts.
Yeah.
40% off on the pots, 20% off on the other products, and 50% off on the small bud huggers like these ones here, the 16-foot ones.
Yeah, and I think we
so-
dropped the free shipping down too, or no?
No, the free shipping is still $75,
Okay.
but it is dropped from a couple of months ago. It was $99. Now it's $75, gets you free shipping. So not only can you stock up on a bunch of great stuff, you can also get free shipping after $75.
They said they're going to get knockoffs if it's not on Amazon. So everybody in the comments who has bud clips and has tried the knockoffs, you can let them know if that's a mistake or not. Obviously, we're biased, but you got to do you. If you can only do it on Amazon, it is what it is. So,
Yeah, it is what it is. That's right.
We would love to have you as a customer, but if you can only buy through Amazon, we understand. So
That's right. But check it out. Maybe there is a 20%. I know it's not 25, but maybe there is a 20% discount there.
cool. Nobody else is in the background here yet, guys. So normally we have Mike who's willing to come on, or some other friends, but could be an early episode today.
Yeah.
We'll get
Well,
to the-
GGC voting is today.
That's a good point.
So if you guys haven't yet, you can just go to that link right there, bit.ly/GGC. It has to be capitals, voting. And you can actually get to vote for whoever you think. It's going to be a scoring. There's 10 plans to score number 1 and number 10 for whoever you think is best.
That's some amazing solo cup plants there. Alex, if you're having trouble with our website discount, send us an email. We'll figure that out for you, saying it's only discounting the last item in the cart, but it should be the total cart.
It should be the total order there, yeah. If not, send us an email. Send us a screenshot. That's the best way to do it. And then we can solve the problem for you, because we can just create an order in the back and then send that to you with the discount if you're having trouble.
Yeah, let's get this giveaway started now, guys, because then that will give us extra time to get the gift card out to you right away, so you can use it today.
You can use it this weekend. That's right, $25 toward your purchase.
Yeah,
with the discount that we're giving on top of that.
Yeah, maybe our Amazon friend will win the giveaway, and then maybe that'll be enough to convince you to try them out.
That's right.
Anyway, so let's go with Black Friday. Hashtag Black Friday, all lowercase.
That's
Spelt
right.
it right.
Hashtag Black Friday, guys, on YouTube or Facebook. If you're on X too?
I don't think it works on X.
Okay.
We can see that we have 5 beautiful souls watching from X. Love X's platform. Only 3 on Facebook right now. Meta does like to suppress.
But yeah, if you guys
Yes.
are there though, Facebook or YouTube,
Yeah.
you can just type hashtag Black Friday. If you're on X, just go on YouTube or Facebook, search for BudTrainer. You'll see our live icon right away, and you can just come in and type hashtag Black Friday. And it's going to be $25 gift card, guys. The code or the discounts are up until Monday at midnight.
Yeah.
So you can use this gift card that you win toward a purchase this weekend on the website.
Think ahead with your purchases, guys, because we only really do a $4.20 deal and a Black Friday deal.
That's
and,
right. That's the only time that we do discounts. We don't like to do discounts. Unless, of course, you get a code where you can get 10% off. However, a sale like this, a clearance sale especially, and this is the only time that we're really switching up the packaging on our products and switching up the products themselves a little bit, so that we're doing a clearance event on the bud pots themselves. We put the bud clips and the bud cups there as well, because we figured might as well give a discount on everything.
Reginald says he needs a girlfriend. We don't have any of those on sale, nor on a Black Friday discount even. So maybe one of your plants
just
can be
grow
your
more
girlfriend.
plants, and you'll do
well,
the mean one.
there's lots of female growers and female cannabis consumers out there. So if you're a good grower, what more could you want as a girlfriend?
That's right.
Of
exactly.
somebody.
Maybe we get lucky.
Yeah, that's how I impress my wife. Is I always grow flowers for her, and not the ones that die on your kitchen table in 7 days.
Exactly.
So
you always have to impress your partner with your flowers.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, she said one time that I've never bought her flowers, which in the traditional sense is true. But then I reminded her of all the flower of mine that I've grown that I've given to her.
There we go. Well,
she backed that now. But yeah, guys, please do vote for the GGC contestants. They worked very hard. Please vote for the one that you genuinely actually order them from 1 to 10. Very important.
And make sure, guys, that when you're ordering them, you're not repeating, like giving second place to the same finalists, or giving say second place to 2 different finalists, because then it's not going to count. You have to give number 1 to one person, number 2 to another person, and so on. So from 10 to 1, and it's fun because you're going to get to see some the best 10 plants from the Global Grow Cup that people grow in 16-ounce cups.
I like this Carrie Illis. This is the Amazon person. They're very think about designing a dome for your cups.
Yes,
I like the way you think.
I like the way you're thinking. Just
they know what they want, and they're gonna ask for it. So I can appreciate the candor. That's great.
I know it's great. Of course.
Let's present this little giveaway screen here so you guys can see. We have 33 people in the giveaway. We have 52 people watching between X, YouTube, and Facebook, and probably like. We got 3 on Instagram still. So, guys, if you're on Instagram, jump over to YouTube. Or
here.
Actually, we can hang out. It's only 4:31. Chat, what's going on with you guys this weekend? Did the GGC vote today? It ends today. It ends today, so you can still get your vote in. The winners won't be announced until we're in Vegas.
That's right, December 6th, 1 week from now. Exactly 1 week from now. A little bit earlier, actually. We're going to be announcing it at 3 p.m. EST, 12 p.m. PST.
That's a good reminder right there. Next week's Growin Buds will be live in Vegas. And,
a little bit earlier.
A little bit 12, early. Yeah. So if you're somebody who doesn't get notified, even though you ask for a notification on our subscription here, just put that in your calendars right now. And we have 38 people in the draw now, which is a nice number. 39.
Maybe we'll
get to
40.
A flat 40.
Who hasn't?
Oh, we have an X comment.
There we go.
There you go. And it's our Amazon friend. Okay,
yeah, it works.
You know what? We've got a new friend here.
There we go.
All right, 40. Let's run it.
That's it, guys. Let's run it. Good luck to the winner. You can use $25 toward our sale this weekend up to Monday.
Anthony, did he win last week too, or was that Dustin last week?
I can't remember, but
Anthony likes to Dustin win. And Anthony, we got
you guys love to win.
Yeah, man. Wow,
good stuff. Anthony.
See, it pays to come every week. It pays to come every week.
You increase your odds, and sometimes you win multiple times. Well, you just got another $25 gift card, Anthony. You can give it.
Anthony's going to be able to buy the company in gift cards.
That's
by
right.
the end of our career. Maybe we'll see if we can sell them stock options.
Right. Yeah. All of those different cards.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, congratulations, Anthony. You won again. Oh, no, not last week. He said I didn't win last week. Okay. Yeah.
It was Dustin last week.
That's right.
I don't know, man. You guys win so much. Seems like you win every week.
Send us a quick email to hello@BudTrainer.com. You know the drill already.
Again. He's got a girlfriend too, Reg. He's got a girlfriend too. Lots of things to be jealous about. I think he's got a girlfriend.
He'll take the stock, he says.
He'll take the stock. That's perfect. I don't know what else to talk about, guys. Like we can. I've had a busy week, so
it was a busy week. Well, it's the end of the year, right? So now Fridays and the end of the year, especially being Thanksgiving in the U.S.
Yeah, and I guess December. Like the first week of December would be the busiest week of December, and we're going to Vegas.
That's right.
It's perfect.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like, Christmas.
2 more weeks after that, and then there's Christmas break. So I hope that everybody is getting bundled up. We got some snow here already. Not the best. However, it's been pretty warm overall, so can't complain. Let's
also remember that Anthony did give a $15 gift card to one of his other friends to use. So he is selfless with his luck. And, and spreads it around.
Bringing more Gromies around.
And that's the type of community that we want to foster here. So be like Anthony. If you win a bunch of times, spread the love a bit. Use what you need when you need it.
Yeah.
And
maybe bring that friend of yours who loves cannabis but just has never grown before. Like, hey,
guys,
a reason for you to start.
It's hard for us to pump these viewership numbers because this isn't typically the type of content that gets kind of blasted to everybody. So always do, if you have a friend that grows, that needs something to do from 4 to 5-ish on a Friday, to send them our way. You can always tune in after the fact. But it's always more fun live.
That's right.
more
It
fun.
is always more fun live.
Let's get this to 100 people an episode.
Yeah.
You guys
we will.
help us with that. That's one friend each.
That's right.
Just one friend each.
And
All
then
right.
we get to 100. All right,
Have
guys.
a great weekend.
Have a great weekend.